own 48. Stellar field position for the Bulldogs and a chance to go up by multiple scores here. 8:54 to go here in quarter number 3. And a tough ending to a drive there for the Huskies. 1st and 10 here for the Bulldogs. In the wing tee once again is Tanner Arndt, strong side to the right. Arndt will take the snap and hand this one straight up the gut to Mason Hammer, who falls forward past midfield. It looks like he's going to gain about 3 that time, up to about the 49. Not a bad first down run. We'll bring up 2nd down and 10. Or 7, excuse me. They are feeding Mason Hammer tonight again. Absent Calvin Stuvey, the senior, who was their most productive runner in their Week 1 game against Breckenridge. He had 18 carries for 79 yards and a score. Under Santos Arndt again. He takes snap. Hands this one off to Hammer off the left side, but the Huskies are there. But Hammer bounces off a few of them. Now he's brought down near the first down marker, inside the 45, up to about the 43. Brought down by a pack of Huskies, but that's going to make it 3rd down and short. They had an opportunity right near the first down marker, but the 194-pound Hammer broke the tackle. 3rd down and 2 coming up. And maybe a long one. 3rd down and 1, I think we know who this is going to. Hammer's been the guy in all these situations. And they will go, actually this time to, yes, Hammer. Thought it might have been Blado for a second, but it was in fact Hammer, and he falls forward. Actually, no, that's not him. That's a new player out there for the Bulldogs. That's Tyler Christensen, who got just what he needed on the play, about 2 yards, and the first down. So Tyler Christensen in the game for the first time. And gains the short yardage first down. That's going to make it now 1st and 10 from Pillager's 40-yard line for the Bulldogs. Strong side to the left with the wing tee. Arndt takes the snap, fakes the handoff, play action to the right side. He rolls out complete here to Drew Johnson. Solid gain there, not quite a first down, maybe about 7 yards. But that will get the job done on first down.
He's went straight to the outside pretty much.
Gain of about
7 for 12 now with 79 yards and a score is Tanner Arndt through the air. And Drew Johnson with the 7-yard catch now has 26 receiving yards. 2nd down and 3 now from the 33-yard line of Pillager. OTC in their classic wing tee. Strong side to the left. Arndt will hand this one off to Hammer. Hammer's actually not going to convert the first down. Excuse me, that is Tyler Christensen. Hammer is out there on the field. But they've been going to Christensen. He got about a yard that time. Stopped up short for a gain by that Pillager defensive line. I think it was Titan Skisic on the stop there. 3rd down and 2. Coming up here for the Bulldogs offense, but 4 down territory for certain here. Christensen right behind Arndt in the wing tee. Hammer to the right. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, and rolling out to the right. Bouncing off some guys in the backfield. Arndt makes men miss. Dives for the first down marker. Will they give it to him on the right side? See what where they spot this thing. I think that's going to make it 4 short. And yes, they will spot it just short of the 30-yard line. He needed to get to the 30 to gain. Arndt gains about a yard on the run there, but it's not quite enough. 4th down and 1, and again, what's the play here? You have to assume it's a Hammer. See how Pillager approaches this on defense. You know, with 3 down linemen, they'll be bringing in their box safety here. Cordell Welker, and they do sneak it up the middle of Art, and the Pillager Huskies are able to push him back. They're going to stop him short.
No. Better not have. We didn't.
Actually, we're getting conflicting signals here from the line judge and the linesman. I think, yes, they are. They are going to say it's a turnover on downs. Wow, what a fantastic stop that time by the Pillager defense. I mean, again, that was a play where everybody really knew what the general idea was for OTC there. But, wow, they got the penetration, the turnover on downs, 1st and 10 upcoming for the Pillager Huskies offense. I believe
31 yard line.
What's the number? All right.
I didn't see who made that tackle just because there was just a huge mass of bodies as they just tried to move the pile. But I'm going to credit that entire Huskies defense there. Fantastic stuff for Pillager. And they're ready to start now on their own 31. It's a handoff here to Jacob Dixon to start the drive, and Dixon has some space up the middle. He's going to have the first down and a little bit more, getting this one up near the 45-yard line for the Huskies. A gain of about 14 yards. They do say that he gets the first down. Jacob Dixon has had himself a night running the ball, but also this Pillager Huskies offensive line. You got to give those big fellas credit, folks. They've been moving those OTC Bulldogs very well. So the run by Dixon gains 14, 1st and 10 on the 45-yard line of Pillager. Frovarp pitches this one to Laveau off the left side, and Laveau, it looks like he might have fumbled the ball there. Actually, no, he did not. That was just him falling forward. Laveau was able to make a move up the middle there, and he was brought down on the play by Mason Hammer up just past the 50. They're going to give him a long 5 or a short 6, however you want to call it. I'll call it a short 6 just to be nice to Mr. Foe and give him the extra yard for the stats. 2nd down and a long 4 upcoming for the Huskies as they are past midfield and in enemy territory.
Yeah. Oh, that's it.
Frovarp takes the snap and pitches this to Dixon. Dixon is able to fall forward, wrapped up at the knees that time by Bricker Brado, and he's able to get it up to about the 46, 47-yard line, and a gain of about 2 on the play is going to make it now 3rd and 2. So Dixon held to a short game for really the first time since that first half, or late in the first half. 3rd down and 2, big play upcoming for the Huskies, but again, 4 down territory as they are in OTC territory. Under center is Frovarp. He's trying to run the hard count. I think that he said hard about 5 times, and now it looks like we're going to get a timeout for Coach Peterson. Just trying to draw them off sides there, but good discipline by the OTC Bulldogs. They hold steady, and now with a timeout, 2:28 to go here in quarter number 3, as it is still 12-6. The Otter Tail Central Bulldogs lead the Pillager Huskies. Here on your Shingle Decker Concrete and Construction scoreboard, we'll step aside and be back to pick up the action here at Pillager High School on Cash 95.
I don't know if I've seen this right. We're getting in 5 yards, and that's when they're bringing the dial in the center.
Yeah. So the first down is like within 5 yards, the guy is wide open for us now.
Yeah. So I think it's because of the short distance. They're
Easy 5 yards.
We'll see how it goes in the next one, but that's what I kind of see.
Yeah, it's close thing that
They should put 5 in to get within 5 yards.
It looks like Parker Schaefer is on the field now for the Pillager offense. You don't see that a lot, as he is mostly a defensive player for them, but I think that he's lining up on that left wing, or maybe that left tight end spot if they're running a strong formation. But in any case, here comes 3rd down and 2 for the Pillager Huskies on the 47-yard line of the Otter Tail Central Bulldogs. Huskies trying to keep this drive alive and see if they can tie this game up with a score here. Frovarp takes a snap. Big blitz coming here from the Bulldogs, and now slipping up near the line of scrimmage is Dixon. He's not going to get the first down. He did get about a yard on the play, but that's about it. 4th down and 1. Actually, no, it's still 4th and 2, they're going to say. No gain on the play that time by Dixon, who slipped on the turf. They got a big blitz that time. It would have been a big effort that time by Dixon if he wanted to get that first down. A lot of those linebackers just came crashing down. Even the safety, McColson, for the Bulldogs. He's their box safety. He was coming in hard on that play. Here's 4th down and 2. Frovarp under center, big play for the Huskies. He's going to take this one, hand it off to Eli Miller, and Miller's able to fall forward inside the 45, and that's going to be a first down for the Huskies. He needed 2, got 3.
First down 10 at the 44-yard line.
Huge play for the Huskies. They're able to keep the drive alive with a 3-yard run. That was Eli Miller's first carry here of the second half. With 1:24 to go here in the third quarter, OTC leads 12-6 over the Pillager Huskies. Frovarp under center again for 1st and 10. On the 45-yard line of OTC. He's going to hand this one off the right side to Jacob Dixon, and Dixon is swallowed up that time. And now a late flag comes in on the tackle. I think that they might get Lane Dilly on a face mask here, but Bricker Blado also contributing to that, as well as Johnny Fielding. We'll see what the call is from the official. That was a late flag on the tackle, and yes, they are going to call a face mask, a personal foul face mask. And that, actually, they're going to say that's an inadvertent face mask. Excuse me, no personal foul there. Did not make the signal for the personal foul, but in any case, a 5-yard penalty is going to make it now 1st and 5.
Yes, there again.
So 1st down and 5 for the Huskies on the 40-yard line of OTC. Man in motion is Laveau, and they pitch it to him off the left side. He's able to bounce off somebody in the backfield, but then they chase him down. It's Mason Hammer getting it for a loss of about 4. Laveau is trying to get it to the outside and, maybe make something happen in open space, but Mason Hammer just shot in and brought him back to the original line of scrimmage pretty much. It's going to be 2nd down and 9 after the 4-yard loss. A tough blow to this drive for the Huskies, but again, still 2nd down. They got some time to make up for that. But Laveau, the holes have been open for Eli Miller and Jacob Dixon. Not so with Quinn Laveau, who has 8 carries for 16 yards tonight. It seems like every time he's gotten the ball, the Bulldogs have just been waiting for him. Snap here is to Frovarp. He rolls out to his right, looking to pass, throws downfield, and he's going to be intercepted on the play by Tanner Arndt. Arndt catches the ball around his own 40, now going to his right side. Flag on the play. Arndt past midfield inside the 40-yard line of Pillager, and he goes out of bounds. Not the pass that Frovarp wanted there. And they're going to call holding on Pillager. That penalty is going to be declined. The ball is turned over. And a huge play for the Otter Tail Central Bulldogs. They are going to start this next drive at about the 40-yard line of Pillager.
So at the end of the third quarter, we have...
And that play happened to happen as the time hit 0 here in quarter number 3. So after 3, the Otter Tail Central Bulldogs lead the Pillager Huskies 12-6. They have the ball on the Huskies 40-yard line. Huskies have their work cut out from them. This game is far from over. Gonna need to see this defense step up next after we take a quick break and hear from our sponsors here on Cash 95 and RJBroadcasting.com. We are back here at Pillager High School. Sam Parsons with you here as the Huskies trail by 6 to the Otter Tail Central Bulldogs on your Shield Decker Concrete and Construction scoreboard. Heading into the fourth quarter, Huskies on their heels. They just threw an interception on the last play of the third quarter and are now giving the ball back to the Bulldogs on their own 40. Going to need a big stand here for the Huskies defense if they want to avoid having to come back by multiple scores here in the fourth. Tanner Arndt, the QB, after making the interception from his safety spot, another chance here. He takes the snap, fakes the handoff, rolls out to his right, pressured by Skisic, and the Skisic pressure was able to make the difference there as he forces the incomplete pass. 2nd down and 10 coming up.
2nd down and 10 at the 30.
Great defense that time by Titan Skisic coming in off that right edge. That's exactly what I was mentioning earlier for the Huskies defense, that they needed to stop this play action attack from OTC. They run, it seems like they run about 80% of their pass plays off play action, and that does make sense considering the fact that, you know, they run the ball so much as is their identity. But when they do run passes, they like to roll out Arndt, and so they're going to need pressure off the edge to stop that, and they got it that time. Handoff here to Bricker Blado, and he's able to get maybe about a yard or two before he is wrapped up on the play by Jacob Dixon, the inside linebacker, coming in with the aggressive flow, maybe about a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd and long. So I said the Huskies were going to need a stop from the defense. They seem to be on their way to that, but they still have to stop this Bulldogs offense 2 more times here. 3rd down and 9 upcoming. In the wing tee with the strong side to the right here again is Arndt. He takes that play action pressure immediately, but he gets away from it, rolls out to his right, fires incomplete to Tyson Misigadis, but Misigadis is short, tackled at around the 35-yard line. That's going to be a gain of about 4. Excellent pressure that time by the front of Pillager, led that time. I believe that was Abe Posner who got in there first. Just got in right away, right in the face of Tanner Arndt, but he was able to get it away. Good play by him to just get that away and make that a positive gain. Now it's going to be 4th and 5. Pillager's going to need one more stop here.
Are they just milking the clock here, or are they taking a timeout here?
10:30 to go here in the fourth quarter, and this OTC offense is not in any hurry to make it to the line of scrimmage. They might just be taking a timeout with a second left of the play clock, and that is what they're going to do. Timeout is taken by Coach Eric Olson of the Otter Tail Central Bulldogs. So with 10 minutes and 21 seconds to go here in the ballgame, the Huskies trail by 6. 4th and 5, biggest defensive play of this game coming up for the Huskies. We're going to step aside and be back to see what happens next on Cash 95 at rjbroadcasting.com.
Welcome in 5, OTC.
They just need a break in gas.
All right, folks, it's 4th down and 5. Sam Parsons with you here on Cash 95 as we have Pillager football against the Otter Tail Central Bulldogs. 4th and 5 on Pillager's 35. Pillager facing their biggest defensive situation yet. They want to get the ball back into the offense's hands to try to tie this game or take the lead. They do not want to go down by multiple scores. Otter Tail Central, on the other hand, of course, trying to keep this thing alive. They're going to come in with a shotgun here. Taylor Arndt has running backs to either side in the backfield. He takes a snap, looks to pass right away, throws deep to the left, and he's going to be just outside of the reach of the outstretched arms there of Owen Buell on the far far side, and that's going to be incomplete. Pillager will take over on the turnover on downs. Wow, that was very close to being a huge catch down that far sideline on the left side by Owen Bueller, but making the diving attempt, he could not quite get to it. Arndt just leading him too much, and that is going to give the ball back to the Huskies with a chance to tie this thing up or take the lead down by 6. Well, folks, a one-score game here in the fourth quarter. You can't ask for much better. It is a gorgeous night for Friday Night Lights here. The temperature dipping down now into the low 70s right about now here on WWWI-FM Pillager. Devin Frovarp ready to lead this Huskies offense down the field once more. He takes the snap, hands this one off to Jacob Dixon off the right side, and Dixon doesn't really get anywhere. He stopped
81
on the play.
Second down
By a blitzing Bricker Brado. Brado has had a fantastic game on the defensive side for Ottertail Central. Well, when those defensive linemen haven't been getting there, Brado's been flowing aggressively and getting in the backfield, making plays for the Bulldogs. So on first down, the run gets him about a yard. Second down and 9 upcoming as Frovarp here takes the snap, hands this one off the right side. As this time, I believe that was Kyle Westman, or maybe, yeah, that was Kyle Westman on the run that time. And he got a good chunk of yards there, getting up the middle, gaining about 4. And that's going to make it third down and 5. So a doable situation now for Pillager, but they got their work cut out for them here. Here it is, third down and 5 on their own 40 for the Huskies. Huge play on offense here. Ottertail Central stacks the box entirely as this one is handed off the left side. And not getting anywhere with it that time is Quinn Laveau. As the OTC aggressive defense that time was able to stop him right at the line of scrimmage for no gain. Tough play for the Huskies. Now it's 4th and 5. We'll see if they decide to put it in the air here. They've only done that twice tonight with Devin Frovarp. It was feast or famine. They got a 21-yard completion and an interception. 4th down and 5 from their own 40. And now, say it with me, biggest play of the night so far for the Huskies offense. As Frovarp takes the snap, but we got a flag, and they blow it dead right away. They're going to call a false start here, and that's going to set this Huskies offense back 5 yards, making it 4th down and 10. We'll see if they decide to punt. I think that'll make them decide to punt it away here. 8:23 to go here in the fourth quarter. They definitely do not, converting on 4th and 10 is very difficult. Don't want to give the ball back to Ottertail Central deep in your own territory. We'll see what they do. They're keeping the offense on the field. Clock ticking down to about 8 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Still 12-6. Bulldogs with the lead over the Huskies. Frovarp is under center here, trying to draw them off sides. Man in motion here is Dixon. He fakes the pitch to him, throws short to left, and brought down in the backfield with authority that time by Owen Bueller is Quinn Laveau. Loss of about 4 on the pass play. And that is going to do it for the drive there for the Huskies. They get set back to their own 31-yard line, and that is where they'll turn the ball over on downs. A tough break for the Huskies offense, just trying to get the ball to Quinn Laveau in space there, but a fantastic open field tackle that time by Owen Bueller, coming up big. And now the Bulldogs will take over on Pillager's 31-yard line. Things looking dire here for the Huskies as Arndt takes the snap, fakes the handoff, and runs out to the left, weaves his way through a few defenders, and now he's got a good gain in the space off the left side up near that first down marker. He's going to get brought down at about the 22-yard line. They're going to say it's a gain of about 9. An impressive run that time by Taylor. There were a couple... not 9. Gain of about 7. Tough perspective here from the booth, folks. But in any case, not making any excuses. But run that time by Tanner Arndt. he had a couple of Pillager defenders on him in the backfield there. It looked like Abe Posner was right there, but Arndt just juked him out of his shoes, and now he's got a 2nd and 3 situation on Pillager's 24. Arndt under center. He'll hand this one off up the gut to Bricker Blado. Blado is inside the 25. He's going to have a first down. Or excuse me, inside.
First down.
Well, inside the 25. That up to 20. The gain of about 4 on the run there, so Blado got just 1 more yard than he needed to move the chains. And good blocking that time by the OTC Bulldogs. It's going to make it now 1st and 10 on Pillager's 20. In the red zone once again are the Bulldogs. They have scored every time they've gotten this far. Arndt will take the snap and roll out the right side by himself. He's going to keep it on a designed run, cuts his way upfield, and now a late flag there as he is brought down on the play by a combo of Cordell Welker and Zach McKeel, but there is a late flag again. We're going to call an illegal block in the back on the part of OTC, so that'll send him back 10 yards. OTC has been very disciplined tonight. You have not had a lot of penalties called against them. They did have that. They have had a personal foul face mask and an inadvertent face mask, but I don't think they've had any other penalties tonight. And for the record, Pillager has also been very, very disciplined. There's just been some ill-timed mistakes for the Huskies that have just kept them out of the end zone. They've managed to make it into OTC territory, but their drives have just kind of stalled. Now it's 1st down and 20, or 1st down and 18, I should say. Here for the Bulldogs on Pillager's 28. Arndt will hand this one off to Hammer off the right side. Hammer's got space, but he slips at about the 25-yard line, falls forward to about the 24. Gain of about 4.
So it's going to be 2nd down and about 14.
So, yeah, a long 4, maybe a short 5 that time. You know, because I was kind to Quinn LaVer, I'll be kind to Hammer too. I'll give him 5, and that'll make it 2nd down and 13. A long 13, though, at that. 63 rushing yards so far for Mason Hammer in this game. A lot of those came on the opening drive. Arndt under center in the wing T again, strong side to the right for him. He takes the snap and hands it off the right side to Bricker Blado. Blado's got good blocking. He gets inside the 20, up near the 15. They'll spot him at about the 16. Gain of about 5, or excuse me, more than that.
15-yard line. So 3rd down.
Gain of about 8, actually. No, gain of 9. They'll spot him at the 15. So, correcting myself here. 3rd down and 5. A very productive run that time for Bricker Blado. As we now again have a 3rd and 5 situation on Pillager's 15-yard line. Needless to say, 4 down territory for the Bulldogs. And again, they've scored a touchdown every time they've gotten down to the red zone. Arndt will take the snap and hand it off to Blado. Blado's got a 1st down and more. He gets inside the 5, falls down after getting tackled that time
Inside the 5.
by a couple of Huskies there. Inside the 5 goes Blado. Blado able to gain about 12 on that run. 21 yards on the last 2 runs for Blado.
1st down goal from the
1st and goal from the 3 now for the Bulldogs, and with 3 minutes and 50 seconds to go here in the game, and up by 6. Bulldogs trying to slam the door shut here. It's Tanner Arndt under center. He's going to give this one to Blado once more, and Blado, standing up, is able to work his way into the end zone off the right side, following his blockers for a touchdown. Bricker Blado into the end zone, and now it's 18-6 with 3 minutes and 32 seconds left in the game. Pillager sideline just dead silent here.
Yeah, rotate it around or something in there.
So Bricker Blado now has 9 carries for 41 yards and that score. It looks like we're going to get a timeout here called by Eric Olson of Otter Tail Central. We're going to step aside here, folks, but when we come back, we'll have the 2-point conversion and the next kickoff. You're listening to us here on Cash 95 and RJBroadcasting.com. It is Pillager Football on homegrown local radio. Welcome back out to Pillager High School. Sam Parsons with you. It's 18-6. The Otter Tail Central Bulldogs just scored a touchdown, and they are hoping that was the final blow for this game.
All right, here we go.
As leading by 12 with 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the game against a run-heavy team like Pillager. Pillager is going to be forced to go outside their comfort zone if they want to come back into this one. But now searching for the 2-point conversion to go up by 14 after that touchdown by Bricker Blado from 3 yards out. Fantastic blocking on that drive. So on this drive for the Bulldogs, and now this one's handed off to Blado for the conversion, and he's able to fall across the goal line, just getting his way in. Successful 2-point conversion. So with 3:32 remaining here in the game, it is OTC with the lead still, 18-6. And Blado doing it himself. Bricker Blado has been one of the most impressive players in this game for the Bulldogs on defense from the linebacker spot. Like I said, he's been flowing very aggressively to the point of attack. He's made the run fits really good so far for the OTC defense, especially here in the second half. The Huskies had a very productive first half there running the football, but they just have not managed a lot here in the second half. Now, a big part of that is also that OTC and they really held on to the ball that drive there, and they've managed to hold on to the ball pretty well all game just by virtue of having a run-heavy attack. But a tough situation here for the Huskies. They have to make some things happen. It's far from over. If you've seen football before, I've seen Peyton Manning come back from 21 points with this much time left. They're only down by 14. This ball is going to be kicked out of bounds on the left side there by Mason DeLutis. That's a good start for the Huskies. They'll get the ball at their own 35, and no time taken off the clock there. So do the Huskies have a wild finish in them? We'll see. Devin Fovarp, the quarterback, going to need to put the ball in the air here. It looks like Quinn Laveau is coming off the field for the Huskies. They're going to be having some more guys out there that can catch passes. It looks like Parker Schaefer is out there for the Huskies offense. First and 10 from their own 35. We're in the fourth quarter. 20-6, Pillager trails. This one's handed off to Jacob Dixon, and Dixon is swallowed up on the right side of the line of scrimmage there. No gain on the play. It looks like that might have been Johnny Fielding on the stop there, that defensive tackle on the right side. He might have even lost a few inches there. Second down and 10 coming up. And the clock ticking down to 3 minutes. We'll see if the Huskies decide to put the ball in the air here. They're going to need to put the ball in the air a little bit if they want to come back into this game. Fovarp will take the snap and hand it straight up the gut, breaking a tackle and working his way past the 40-yard line there is Quinn Laveau. Laveau brought down the play there by Jack McColson. Third down and 5 after a gain of 5. Clock still ticking, now under 2:30. The Huskies, they're not out of this one yet, but again, really just some big chunk plays. So Frovarp under center, takes snap, fakes the handoff, drops back to pass, fires deep here to left side, and a great tip there in the secondary by Owen Bueller, jumping up and making the play. Titan Skisic was the intended target there, and he had a wide open space in front of him, but Owen Bueller making the leaping stop there. Great defensive play there in the secondary is going to now make it fourth down and 5. Pillager obviously has to go for it. 2 minutes and 13 seconds to go here. As Frovarp comes out in the flex bone, he'll take the snap, hand this one off to Jacob Dixon, who's got an opening on the right side, and he's able to get the first down on 4th and 5, getting up to midfield. Bursting through the hole that time was Jacob Dixon, and it looks like we'll get a timeout. I think that's the first time out of the half taken there by Paul Peterson. With just 2 minutes left here in the game, we'll keep it right here. Actually, that was the second charge timeout. But we'll keep it right here on Cash 95 and just talk about the situation that we have in front of us here, folks. Because Jacob Dixon just got about 7 yards on that run. Excuse me, that was actually 10 yards. 10-yard gain that time for Jacob Dixon. He's had a productive night running the ball. 13 carries for 74 yards. The unfortunate thing for Pillager offense, you score 6 points, you think that they just haven't done anything on offense. They move the ball decently well. They've just had drives stall in OTC territory, just not deep enough to really do anything with it. Now ball on midfield, first down and 10. Does Pillager even have a 2-minute offense at this point in the season? We'll see what they do. Frovarp will take the snap, fake the handoff, rolls out to his right. He's going to fire deep here down the right side into double coverage, and now falling down in the secondary, and we got a flag. Pass intended that time for Jacob Dixon, but the combo that time of Owen Bueller and Tyson Misigades got a little too aggressive there. They honestly didn't really need to do much in the secondary to cause an incompletion, but they got a little too physical that time for Jacob Dixon, and that's going to be a 15-yard penalty.
So the first down and 10, Huskies at the 35-yard line.
So a 15-yard pass interference call is going to make it now 1st and 10 for the Huskies on the 35-yard line of OTC. 2 minutes and 3 seconds to go on your Shingle Decker Concrete and Construction scoreboard. As Frovarp here hands this one off to Eli Miller. That's Laveau. Laveau has an opening up the middle and gets all the way up inside the 20. That Pillager offensive line just opened a huge seam there for Laveau, especially on that left side there with Danny Heldman and Everett Biro. Good blocking also by Jack Anderson at the center spot, but that was a gain of about 17 yards. And now a pitch here to Jacob Dixon. Dixon's got an opening up the middle off the right side as well. Right guard that time. And now we got a timeout taken with 1:33. Gain about 5 on the play on 1st and 10. 2nd down and 5 to come up. A timeout taken by Paul Peterson. Again, with there being such little time left, we'll just keep it right here. Yeah, Pillager is searching for a miracle, and but miracles do happen, folks. They do. He had a 17-yard run by Quentin Laveau, and then a 5-yard run that time by Jacob Dixon. As the Pillager offensive line, again, they've been one of the bright spots tonight. And just also an update out of what we have going on elsewhere with Homegrown Local Radio. Pioneer Bacchus leads Bagley 44-8 after 3. McGregor leads Carlton Renshaw 38-14 after 3. And then after 3 in Pequot Lakes, they trail Duluth Glen Felton by 8 points. They've come back. They got a bit of a game. 20-12. Aiken leads Pine City 28-0. So second down and 5 minutes, minute 33 to go. Pillager has the ball on about the 15-yard line of OTC, and now this one's handed straight up the gut. I think that's Bryce Hutchison. Moving the pile that time was the Pillager O-line, and Hutchison keeping his feet churning.
First down.
Line up.
Huskies maybe be bringing in the no huddle here. Actually, yeah, that was Bryce Hutchison.
How about the 9-yard line?
Gained that time about 7. And now it's going to be first and goal at the 8. Frovard fumbles the snap. It's recovered in the backfield by the Huskies, but the clock is going to keep ticking here. 1:10 seconds left in the game. They lost a handful of yards that time. Might have lost 2.
Clock's ticking, boys.
1 minute to go in the fourth quarter. 1 minute.
A minute to go here in the game. Huskies are in the huddle right now. They're not running up tempo offense. I mean, I don't know if they even have an up tempo offense. Not a lot of high schools do. So here's Laveau taking the snap, hands this one off to Eli Miller, and Miller is going to get swallowed up maybe for a gain of about 2 that time. Lane Dilly leading the charge for the Bulldogs. Now the clock ticking inside 30 seconds. I think that this game, the white flag has been waved as the Huskies still in the huddle here. And now moving now with a lot of urgency. Frovarp under center here. Takes the snap, rolls out to his right, now stops in the pocket. Now he's going to get sacked. And that is going to do it for our ball game, folks. Mason Hammer and Drew Johnson in the backfield to sack him. And that is going to do it for us here tonight. Our final score in this one, 20-6, the Otter Tail Central Bulldogs have defeated the Pillager Huskies. Huskies fall to 0-2. Bulldogs improve to 2-0.
Next team.
We'll have the recap for you after this here on Cash 95 and RJBroadcasting.com. But in the meantime, we get a handshake here at the 50-yard line, and that's something that you're not used to seeing after last year. So, again, we'll have stats after this. Quick break here on Cash 95 and RJBroadcasting.com.
Have a minute. Drive safe.
Hey there, Mr. Savage. Saying it behind people? You start whispering sweet nothings in my ear, I swear. How does my breath smell?
Did we get stream second half?